righty, welcome to Wednesday. Hello, darlings. How are you doing today? We are going to talk about Chiron going retrograde today. Today in Pathfinders, I'll talk a little bit about it here in this reading. In this here reading, we're going to talk about Chiron going retrograde in the sign of Aries. I'm going to talk about that today in Pathfinders, so jump on along to that. Tomorrow in our astrology group, I will talk about Lionsgate. All right, I'll be talking about Lionsgate, and a lot of astrological things are going on, but I want to focus on Lionsgate because that is really a powerful time of year, especially for spiritual awakening. So let's get going with the reading. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Hello. If you're wanting to or have been wanting to take tarot from me, to learn to read tarot from me, you can. I am adding a ton of new information, new sessions for the tarot class. So if you've already taken the tarot class, you're going to get those. But if you're new to it, there's a link below if you want to jump on. And there you go. All right. Unfinished Symphony. All that glitters. Interesting. Woo! Come on back here. The change in the wind. And happy. Been getting this card a little bit more often than I usually do, especially after a change in the wind. It does look like if there's any kind of stressful thing that's going on, it's like a storm blows through and then the sun comes out. So I'm sure you've had those experiences where there's a real, dust up, a real blustery storm that comes through and then it clears out really beautifully. The air feels clean and crisp. That is what's happening right now. And it can be about money. So if anything goes on with money, I feel like that's what's going to be happening, that there's a storm blows through, but then it passes very quickly. All right. So I know I have been talking about money or resources or something going on with the economy. And I just want to say to you that it feels a little bit like, hey, first of all, know that it's going to clear out quickly and that it's going to be better. So whatever's coming in is going to be better for people, not just a few people, but a lot of people, all of us. All right. So let's see about that. Unfinished Symphony underneath. This feels like something that was started a long time ago, and now it's being picked up again. The energy is being picked up again. So you could have started to go down some road a long time ago and maybe let it drop. And now you're interested in it again. And there's just this sense of fast movement with it. So that's kind of cool. 7 of Pentacles. The Justice card, the Queen of Cups, oh my word, the Queen of Wands, and the Ace of Pentacles. I am looking at, some of you have somebody super duper looking hard at you, maybe jealous of what you're doing or upset with you in some way. This is a person who's watching from afar. Because you are becoming more balanced, you're putting more time and effort into the things you want to do. All right. But there's somebody that is looking at you and being nasty about it. Not liking that you're getting what you want or being happy or something like that. Psst. Usually that's narcissistic behavior. Just saying. All right. So no bueno. Just no. King of Wands. King of Swords. Interesting. Page of Swords. Multiple conversations here. 2 of Swords. Chariot. Wow. Lots of masculine energy here. Feminine energy. There's feminine energy that's looking at you, being jealous of what you're doing or being upset with what you're doing, mostly because they're not doing it. That's really what jealousy means. Whenever you have, and we all do. Okay. Let's be honest. It just means hey, I want what they have. So in the benign kind of way, instead it's focused on somebody else. Why did she get that? Okay, so Two of Swords, the Chariot, the Hanged Man. There definitely feels like someone who wants to reach out to you and have a conversation with you. And generally, they're very dynamic people. They're very much interested in doing this, but there's something stopping them. It's, it's their own insecurities or their own belief systems or something. Yeah, Two of Cups, the Six of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. This person has been blocking their feelings for a long time. They want to share, but they're like, how do I even start this? And this person's very dynamic. King energy, King of Wands, King of Swords, the Chariot. Very, very dynamic energy. Now, we have Jupiter, we have Venus transiting Cancer right now. We have Jupiter there. There's going to be a Venus conjunct Jupiter moment in August that is going to be awesome. It is expanding this beautiful energy of Cancer, this feelings, right? Planets are always planets. Jupiter is always going to be, the planet of luck and optimism and expansion. It's the great benefic, good stuff. It's always going to be that. In the energy of Cancer, it's about feelings, nurturance, everything expanding. So someone's feelings is like busting out of them. They want to share, but they're not doing it. They're saying no, no, no. Maybe they're the ones that are watching you and wanting to say something. This feels a little bit more intense, though, more like someone who knows that you're getting everything you want in your life energetically, and they're just not happy about it. So that's somebody else, okay? That's somebody else. This is an energy, a masculine energy. It can also be the masculine part of this person. So even if this is a gendered feminine energy, gendered feminine energy. Right. Even if that's true, Mars is the energy that takes action. Mars is moving into Libra on August 6th, and that is about thinking about relationship, right? Libra's all about relationships, and it's Venus. There's a lot of Mars-Venus connection in August. I'll take you through that in the extended. I'll talk a little bit more. I know I talked a little bit yesterday, but let's go deeper. So this person is usually very direct or usually very capable of communicating. They're having trouble communicating. Like they're rolling it around. They're trying to figure it out. What do I say? What do I lead with? How do I do it? Maybe through text. Okay. That seems okay to me. Lovers. Yeah, they've been resisting this big time. This is, wow, Emperor energy, Knight of Cups. This person wants to offer you a romantic connection. Serious. This is serious. This is not messing around. This is King energy. We've got Justice here. We've got the Hierophant, making it real and tangible with this. Okay, this Ace of Pentacles, sometimes a ring or something like that. I know. Super traditional. And also I feel like this is somebody who you might have not talked to in a while. So that could be a little weird that someone just shows up on your doorstep with a ring, which I don't think that happens. What I think happens is there's some kind of dust up between you. This person finds a way to make the connection or to say something, but it lands funny. All right, it lands weird. It's not really what they want to say, but it's a way of opening the door. So they're kind of like, maybe they're watching you, or maybe they're like, oh, that's something I can say, or there's something happening, like in terms, like maybe there's a date coming up in the calendar in August that is important to you, and they use that as an excuse to reach out or something like that. It might land a little weird with you, just so you know. I feel like, especially if this person does it in Mercury retrograde, so you can just be like, haha, Mercury retrograde, right? And Mercury retrograde's in Leo. So there's a playfulness. There's a playfulness here. So this person might try to be funny and it kind of lands not funny, but I want you to just kind of appreciate it a little bit. What are they going to say? Ooh, what are they going to say? Are they going to pick a fight with you? 5 of Wands. Moon. We've got the full moon in Aquarius coming up on the 9th. Mercury is still in retrograde when that happens. Mercury doesn't go direct until August 11th. 9 of Wands. Ace of Swords. So they have I feel like they're going to pick some kind of fight or whatever. Or they're going to say something that is controversial, or they're going to, use a current news item that they know that you're following or paying attention to. Maybe they're following your social media and they're trying to find a way in. This person's trying to find a way in. And what ends up happening is they're going to say it. They're going to say what they came to say. So I feel like this person has a lot of feelings. Maybe they just didn't know they had a lot of feelings for you. Maybe they're upset with themselves about not being able to communicate very well. And this person has been stopping themselves for quite a while. Okay. So I feel like this still happens when Mercury is still in retrograde. So like, I would resist the urge to kind of jump down their throat or tell them off. I would kind of resist that this weekend. August, after a lot of effort and hard work. This person has actually put in a lot of effort, okay, in something. In time for Aries season, what is that? And expect movement today. So there's a lot of effort here. I feel like this Aries season has to do with all the action going on in Aries right now. The Saturn and Neptune are moving back into Pisces. Next February, you've heard me say this a million times. Next February, sorry, there's something on the screen here. Next February, Saturn and Neptune are going to conjunct at 0 degrees of Aries, and that starts a fresh new chapter. So whatever's happening right now, it's going to get ironed out and really launched then in time for Aries season. But there's a lot to pick through here. There's a lot going on with this connection. A lot. All right, a lot. I'm seeing a lot of masculine energy here. So this can be the divine masculine kind of, getting their shit together or something like that. And this doesn't have to be about twin flame. It really doesn't at all. This can just be about the masculine energy in us, kind of getting our act together in terms of the direction we want to go in our lives. And there being kind of an awkward beginning to it. Awkward. Awareness, path of least resistance, divine order, high priestess. So this is definitely the masculine energy. Mars moving into Libra, happening on the 6th of August. Mars is Mars. Mars is always wanting to take action, needs direction. All right. Just give me a battle plan and I'll go. But Libra is about more diplomacy, more, instead of fighting with me, maybe have a conversation. All right. There's something like that here. I don't know why this person wants to fight with you. Like what they need to learn is about more awareness about this connection, the path of least resistance, and the divine order. Practice patience. I feel like that's for you. And I feel like this whoever whoever feels resonant with this reading right now, this is an unfinished relationship that fell off the map for some reason. That 5 of Wands. There's a apology coming. Page of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the 4 of Wands. This person is now aware of their feelings. I feel like they've stopped themselves 100 times from reaching out to you. And now this weekend, expect movement today after a lot of hard work and effort. This person's put a lot of hard work and effort into their own growth and becoming who they're becoming. So I feel like there could be a little dust up storm here for a little bit, meaning there's going to be a time when this person is still kind of wrangling with not saying it. Just say it. That's the phrase you need to remember. Hey, I feel like there's something you want to say. Just say it. We'll sort it out later. All right? Give them that platform or that opportunity to say what they want to say. And I feel like it's going to get sorted out over the next 6 months. Like it's a long-term sort. I don't know what they're going to say. Each of these people that are dealing with you, this person that's dealing with you could be different than the person that's dealing with me. Okay. Anything more on the Ace of Swords? There's a lot of cups here. The Devil energy, the 10 of Wands, the 6 of Wands, and the Empress. Boy, this person they also want to tell you that this person, that they have battled through some really difficult stuff to get to you. They really and truly have. And so I feel like a little patience is going to go a long way. All right, let's keep going. I want to dive deeper into this. Let's see what you don't see coming, and let's see how this plays out. All right, link is below if you want to continue on. Pathfinders, let's just keep going. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. If it was helpful to you, please consider liking this video and sharing it with anybody who might have a need for similar kind of information. And if you like this video, check out these videos.